First book of Adam and Eve, chapter 8. The bright nature of man is taken away. Then Adam wept and said, O God, when we dwelt in the garden and our hearts were lifted up, we saw the angels that sang praises in heaven. But now we do not see as we were used to do. Nay, when we entered the cave, all creations became hidden from us. Then God the Lord said unto Adam, When thou wast under subjection to me, thou hast a bright nature within thee, and for that reason could thou see things afar off. But after thy transgression, thy bright nature was withdrawn from thee, and it was not left to thee to see the things afar off, but only near at hand, after the ability of the flesh, for it is brutish. When Adam and Eve had heard these words from God, they went their way, praising and worshipping him with sorrowful heart, and God ceased to communicate with them. Wow, so before Adam and Eve had flesh, they were among angelic beings, and they could see them and they could hear them. But once they received flesh, which is sinful, they lost that ability to see them. And generally, if you think about the fact they were first two people on earth, and they were also the first one who came from something beautiful and amazing to something which is opposite. Just try to imagine how horrible it must have been for them. When somebody is homeless and then stop being homeless and suddenly somehow get rich or his situation gets better, it's always way easier than if somebody is rich and then suddenly become homeless. That's way harder this way. So just try to feel what Adam and Eve had to feel when before they were in this beautiful paradise with all these angelic beings, and they had a light, because wherever is God, there is light. And Bible talks about it as well. At the end of Revelation, it tells us that when God will create new earth, new everything, there will no longer be dark, because the darkness belongs to the devil. And when the God will dwell with people on earth, it will not be possible to be dark there, because he is light. So imagine if they come from all this beautiful light to the darkness, and even dark cave. It's a shock for them, because they never knew darkness. They never been through darkness. So one shock is that they could not see the angelic beings, and another shock is that there is something like day and night, which were not in the paradise. That's the first time they have ever experienced night and darkness.